since the curse was cast. Everlight Kingdom, they're on a quest to save their ass. Journey with us as we tell you the tale. It goes down rough like a pure mountain nail. Everlight Kingdom, down at Everlight.
In the snowy peaks that guard the southwest of Everlight Kingdom, the Cursed Ones brave treacherous slopes and biting winds. Their health waning with each step, they ascend these heights to report a grim but successful mission: the elimination of a woodland camp allegedly preying on Moddo's hunting parties. But these so-called bandits were no mere outlaws. They were royal guards of Everlight Kingdom, cut down by our misfit adventurers without hesitation. To the Cursed Ones, bandit was just a convenient label. They seized the chaos to their advantage, taking the camp's captain alive. His offers of bribes and bargains fell on deaf ears, but his signature proved useful, granting them a formal request for free transport. Now they march on through the gates of Moddo, their captive in tow, ready to face Slapdud Orbach, the village chief, and collect their hard-won reward.
It's pretty peaceful, it's pretty quiet. They see that you're carrying the dwarf on your back, and one just... And then they all start, continue, and eventually there's just an uproar of applause from the few select individuals that are out and about at this moment. And Lucian, you kind of get the little queen wave and the dab. You continue on your merry way up to the chieftain's hut. And as you walk inside, you see the chieftain having a conversation with one of his advisors, and he fixes his gaze on the door, and he sees you arriving, and he looks back at his advisor and kind of waves them off. He slowly gets off of the throne, and you see him reach next to his throne, and he pulls out this absolutely enormous fucking sword. And this thing is massive, and he takes it and he just slowly kind of wields it as he comes over, and he looks to you, Mac. He goes, "Put him down."
Oh, this isn't your door.
Then
no, this is just someone we found.
Okay, so I need you to understand one thing for me. Absolutely no witnesses.
I didn't see it. See it? Yeah.
Make a deception check.
Can I help him because I ain't helping him?
Yeah, I'll make a deception check.
I will say, now you can take his car.
Wait.
He got a 1. He did botch it, but...
I'll feel like him. Wait, how are you lawfully good? You can't lie.
Well, he did. That's why I rolled it, man.
I got gig dog. I can't think anymore. Now I can only lie.
Oh, yeah, so can he only lie now that he got gig dog?
That's up to you.
That'd be interesting.
It's iffy.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Only lie.
Slapdud looks at you and he goes, "One more time, drop him." Alright, I want to... So you yeet him over?
Yeah.
Alright, so you slam him down onto the ground.
Get going.
And he kind of slides towards the orc chief. Orc chief rotates the sword and jabs it straight into the orc's chest, or the dwarf's chest. And he presses down. You hear bones splintering and organs fracturing.
Knew we shouldn't have brought him here.
And he then puts his boot on the dwarf to keep in place as he yanks his sword back out. And he just takes a long, deep breath. And with his look of satisfaction, he goes, "Any other survivors?"
No.
No, we pretty much absolutely murdered all of them.
Except for that guy.
He was going to be my slave. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Well, at least we got the note and the letter beforehand.
We agreed you would get the recipe on top of the herbs for a job well done. I think a job has been done well. Let me go speak with Halson and see what we can get going. Until then, I ask that you wait outside the hut. I'll come get you when it's time. As you exit the chieftain's hut, you see the advisor speaking to a couple of orc warriors. They're mounting up on the only horse that remains in the village. And the advisor says, "Don't you want to wait for Doog?" They go, "No, he's overslept. We can't count on him." He's like, "Well, you need him with you." And they go, "Well, then he can catch up." So they "But you're on horseback." They're like, "Exactly." And then they dig their heel into the horse, and the horse just kind of rears up and then kind of runs off with both of them on it. And then later on, you guys, minding your business for about maybe an hour and a half, you hear the sounds of a running orc, and you see one a lot fatter, putting on its armor running, and this is clearly Doog, having just woken up and is now currently running after his comrades to try and catch up on a mission they've been sent to. A lot of time passes. At the almost 6-hour mark, the chieftain finally exits his hut and approaches you, and he says, okay, bad news. Towson is really busy. He's had a lot on his plate. He's just now getting started on the herbs. It's probably going to be a little bit longer. Maybe plan on being here overnight. Is there anything I can get you? Do you need blankets, food, water? How's your curse holding up? Are you okay?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
No side effects.
Dying slowly.
Slowly turning into a zombie in before your very eyes. So we do.
You know, I'm not even sure I'm gonna die.
We're sure he's gonna die.
He's probably gonna be the first to go.
I've had the least side effects out of anybody.
That's
You
what's
also
concerning.
That's not, I'm the
You
only
may have
one.
already turned.
I'm the only one that's drank the mountain ale, and I've had the least side effects, and I drank the most of the poison.
At just a random point, he's just walking along, and then he just goes, ah! And then the entire thing just all at once hits you.
Like I was saying, it's probably because you're drinking your own piss, so you're just recycling the poison back through your body.
I mean, you are slowly kind of losing the ability to speak, and you have a intent in your head that didn't really seem to change much about you, which is also concerning. Because I guess that part of your brain you just didn't use.
Do you have any shops around here?
No, what are you looking for?
It's clouded. Everything's free.
Look at something.
I'm afraid we don't have much use for gold here, so...
So you can give us all yours, right?
So we can... what are you trying to sell again?
I just need to trade the sword for some more crossbow bullets or something.
You can talk to our smith and
I want to go there too.
try and trade it if you want to.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Thank you.
As he's talking to you guys about this, kind of explaining the coming and goings of his village, and now you guys kind of see out of the sunset, running up the mountain, entering the village is Dude. He is sweaty, he is dirty, he is stressed out. He goes, "Chief, they're dead! All of them, they're dead!" And the chief, you kind of see his eyes sort of widen a little bit, and he just goes, "What?" And he slowly looks at each of you. "I didn't see who did it, but they've been murdered viciously. All of them. And they got the horse. It was our last one." He slowly approaches Duke and puts his hand on his shoulder, and he holds his hand up, and another orc individual comes up and kind of holds Duke comfortingly and kind of walks him off, and Duke's like, "Dude, it's just this morning we were fighting. It was okay." And he starts panicking. You see the back of Slapdud you see him facing away from you, and you see his hair kind of gently blowing in the wind, and you have this general feeling of unease as he slowly turns around and goes, "I thought we fixed the problem."
What else?
"Yes.
Well, maybe you have more than one problem, bro. I know it's study.
If so, you need to fix it now."
No, you said there was a bandit camp, and we went and eliminated that bandit camp. This is not all I was. I got shit to do with this.
Maybe you got the wrong bandit camp.
No, they looked a lot like bandits to me.
And I have the 3 maps.
Okay, how do I know you didn't make those yourself?
Do I look like someone who makes maps in their spare time?
Yes, you look like a thief.
She looked like someone that can...
That doesn't mean hold up.
You look like somebody who lies for a living.
So here's where we're at. We just obliterated an entire bandit camp.
Yeah, I don't even know what you needed us. We killed them pretty easy.
It was very easy. So what you're saying is you'd rather turn us in your camp? Is that what you want to do?
I don't know. And he looks around, and
We're already dead, right? Without you giving, we're already dead, so we have nothing to lose right now. If you really want to turn this on us, I wouldn't recommend it, but it'd be a fun way out. Well, if you hire us, we can work something out, but
Now, your first job did not leave a glowing review.
your first job, I mean, sorry about it. You told us to do it, we did it. And sorry you gave us the wrong job.
I could show them the journey to Creve that we got the people.
He takes and he looks at it, and he just goes, "How do I know you didn't write this?"
Because I need to show you my handwriting.
Oh, I know.
Bro,
Get all
their
of
leader.
You said that was just a dwarf.
Well, I was trying to keep him as a slave. Of course I would lie.
Yeah, lying seems pretty prevalent in this group, and he takes the journal, he chucks it, and he goes, "If you want those fucking herbs, you're gonna go back out there, find what killed my men, and do your damn job again right."
Alright, about you come with us to prove it?
No, fuck that.
Well, how do you know we're not lying?
What's up?
Oh, we got to prove it to you then.
Yeah.
Obviously, we couldn't play with this dinosaur. We're just wasting our time running around doing your little errands.
When
You're
we-
wasting my time.
Yeah, we can't
What I'm
prove
saying
anything to
is,
you.
why should we waste our time that we need to go get healed to do this, and your potion might not even work?
You're right. But here's the alternative. If you don't, I'll kill you before the curse does.
So either way,
All
we're
right,
You'll
dead.
die trying.
Maybe we should just sleep on this.
No, you're leaving now.
You have 150 orcs and you couldn't go and do that on your own?
Some of them are women and children.
So? We have women?
Yeah, we're gonna keep running in circles with you. I'm talking to him directly now. I mean, we can go do this, and you'll come back and say we didn't do this one either. So what the
So-
fuck difference does it make if we do it or not?
Yeah, so send somebody that you trust.
All right,
According to
first
you, they
off,
can't prove
both of you change your tone when I speak to you.
You guys are too scared to go deal with it yourself anyways.
Damn, we killed them.
What's your AC?
Fuck out of those.
16 right now. If it hits, though, I'm gonna time for you.
As soon as you say you're too scared to do it yourself, he rears back his fist.
Before you.
Yes.
Okay, that shield on myself is a reaction to +5 in my AC.
Okay, it still hits. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, alright, we're not fighting this guy.
And he decks you for 14 points of damage.
Jesus Christ, we're not fighting this dude.
Alright, I'm gonna spit and blood on the ground. I guess I'm not prone.
No, you're not knocked prone. You're knocked back, but not.
Spit blood on the ground. Okay, so that doesn't change anything. You're still a bitch. Okay, you didn't go fight it yourself. You feel consent just to fight us.
Jesus Christ, stop
Go
talking.
ahead, kill me. Then you gotta send fewer people to go fight this thing. Yeah.
All right, he pulls out his spear and stabs you for 16 points of damage.
Alright, I'm down.
Go ahead and roll the D100.
67.
67? Okay. And he looks at the rest of you and he goes, "Are there any more questions?"
How do we know you're going to keep your word after we kill these people and come back yet again? And if they
First
keep,
question you ask ain't never.
yeah, because if they keep sending more bandits, then what? Then this cycle just repeats.
You see the emblem on the shield? They're normal fucking soldiers.
They're bandits to me. They killed my people.
Well, that's fine. You're killing it.
The Cyclops killed Gidgug.
A Cyclops killed Gidgug, right?
Yeah, and then he did this to me.
So what's to say the Cyclops isn't the one killing your folks? We don't know if it's an actual bandit camp.
Make a persuasion check for me.
Actually, yeah, the guy that came back didn't even say what killed them. He just said they're dead.
Right.
Okay.
All he didn't even say what exactly damage was done to them. He just said that they were dead. Real quick, just so you know, you're not dead. I will explain what your roll did for you in just a second.
Okay, so 6 plus 16 is a 22.
So he looks at, he goes, "Bring me the Cyclops, proof of it,
Do you want his eye?
big toe."
Big. Okay, that's fine. You're carrying it.
I can't carry it. It's gonna be too heavy.
I can't either. I'm too little. How can we get there without dying from this curse?
How are we gonna not die from the Cyclops?
It's not my problem.
These will suck.
It will be if we don't come back.
No, it'll be your problem.
No, it won't, because your people keep dying.
And you're gonna die just like the rest of them. So.
Well, then you're out fighters who are obviously
No,
just
I'm
killed.
out. I'm out weaklings.
Can you please let me speak, sir?
No,
Was out of character, but we could just go convince the Cyclops.
you literally could actually.
Which would be about. I was level 3, I would fight.
Figure it out. Bring me back the Cyclops big toe. You got 2 days.
Do we have supplies? We need more weapons if we're planning on killing a goddamn
He
Cyclops.
just downed one of the party members.
Yeah.
Literally sending them out with,
Yeah, with less time and less people.
with less time and less people.
He gestures with his head back towards the blacksmith. He goes, "Trade your weapons. See what they'll give you. Tell them you have my permission."
Alright, I'll go over there. Alright.
Hi guys, this is JT, the Dungeon Master for Everlight Kingdom. I hope you're enjoying the episode and that you're just having a great day. I wanted to try doing these little intermission segments because I haven't really taken the time to speak directly to the audience, and as a result, I'm worried it creates this kind of disconnect from the podcast and makes it feel like detached and amorphous. So I'm doing these little breaks to share things with you guys, like announcements or responding to comments, stuff like that. I really want to thank everyone who has been listening to the series so far. It's been very rewarding getting to share this game with you all, and I'm happy to hear that people have been enjoying it. I No, things are pretty haphazard and the plot is kind of messy. There's a lot in the early sections of this campaign I didn't think all the way through, and as a result, I feel like it leaves a lot to be desired. It was very super heavy improv on the spot, so I'm worried that lack of thought and consideration will make the world space feel very hollow, but I think you guys will like what's to come. We're pretty proud of what's ahead of this campaign, and I'm so excited to re-experience it. I've considered doing these little out-of-game cutscenes where I use events and NPCs to expand on characters and lore and maybe help tie the overarching story together outside of the main player characters, but that feels kind of like covering up my mistakes, and I also feel like that sounds a lot of work that may not be necessary. I don't really know if this is the kind of game where you're going to be as invested in those things as much as you are the main characters, so if that's something you guys would like to hear, let me know, but until then, I'm just going to try to maintain the course. I also want to acknowledge that I know the audio is pretty messy. There's a lot of moments where you just can't make out what certain players are saying. I've been working on adding transcripts to the episodes. The only issue is that Spotify won't allow me to add these transcripts to the podcast. I'm not sure. Maybe I have to cross a certain milestone on the platform before they allow me. I don't know. I haven't been able to find anything, but YouTube does allow for this. So over time, I'll be adding subtitles transcripts to the YouTube video versions of the episodes so that if anyone is interested, they can go to youtube.com/@Altaloom and find Everlight Kingdom, and you can check there for subtitles. Also, in the remainder of this episode and for the next few episodes, Nightshade's player was not able to attend the games on account of her work schedule, so her partner, who is also Lucian's player, will be playing her character alongside his own during her absence. The players also leveled up after the last session, which I completely forgot to mention. I'm really bad about keeping track of when the level ups happened, but this one time it was documented, so there you go. They're on level 3 now. Thank you for listening. I hope you guys enjoy.
Francis, you lie there. You are basically dead. You are succumbing to your wounds, your body is trying to fight back, and all of a sudden a very large void appears in front of you, and you see essentially nothing but thunderclouds surrounding you. And you are in a plane that is clearly somewhere truly other, and you look up, and you see this large, robed skeleton with red bones glaring at you. You recognize it as God of Death. He looks upon you, and he kind of reaches out his hand, and he doesn't say anything. He kind of reaches out his hand, and a large scythe sort of appears in it. And as he looks like he's ready to sort of reap your soul, he then experiences a sort of hesitation before he does, as a white-robed figure appears next to you. It says, "No, he's free." And the white-robed individual says, "His soul is forfeit. You're no longer needed here. Be gone." The skeleton kind of lets its head down and kind of slowly turns around and dissipates. The clouds turn from thunderous and black to fluffy and white, and this robed individual goes, "It's not your time yet. You're allowed to go back." See you later. It says, as soon as you start to walk off, be wary of Gloria. Be wary of high magic institutions. If you want your future to be guaranteed, you'll find more success in independent works. And before you can ask it what it means, you slowly kind of blink and you're back on the ground from your attack, and you've regained full HP.
Spooky.
I'm going to the blacksmith.
Blacksmith. Where's the blacksmith?
Jeez.
No, I thought it was Patrick Star. It was Markiplier. So each of you guys head towards a small little forge near the bridge that leads to the chieftain's hut. There is a female orc just sort of tempering some hide and casting iron to cool to forge the weaponry.
When I asked if they have any heavy armor,
We've got all sorts of heavy armor. What kind are you looking for?
I need either split or plate armor.
And if you're wearing heavy armor, you have disadvantage on stealth.
Right, because your advantage on not getting hit in the face.
So essentially, it's half plate armor, but just painted with beams that match their voltage.
Nope, I'm good.
All right.
Can I sell you armor? Do you have any money?
We can trade.
We have a trade.
What do you have to trade? And I'll tell you what it's worth.
I think I have a half plate. Let me see. Oh, I have a breastplate.
She looks at it. She goes, "Okay, I can exchange that for
Maybe some precious stones, or
I can give you some herbs. I can provide you with some arrows. You into ball bearings at all?"
sure, sure. How many ball bearings can I get for a breastplate?
Well, because I'm going to have to adjust it and fit it, I'll give you a bag of 100.
It's not a good deal.
I think I'll just hold on to it.
She looks at you, Pebbles, and says, "Do you have anything to trade?"
What kind of herbs are they?
She pulls out a little bag. This is king sage. And speaking as the DM now, what it does is when it's applied to your wounds, you can roll twice when spending hit dice, taking the larger roll to add the current hit point total. 1 dose is needed per hit dice rolled. In this way, a creature cannot regain hit points in excess of their maximum hit number.
You have to use that during a short rest, or is that just you just use
In
it
general.
dice for that?
Just in general.
It's just
So-
it's almost like a healing.
Pretty much.
All right, I'll trade
You
you.
guys have any Pepto-Bismol?
I'll trade you this Grogu slingshot for it.
I don't really think that's a fair trade. What else you got?
How about a short sword?
I'll take a short sword first.
How much can I get for it?
I'll give you 2 bags of king sage.
Or
So
Does she have any more?
she does.
I want to trade this scimitar.
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 So she takes that and she looks at the fine craftsmanship of it. She goes, "Oh, this will probably fetch you a higher price. Let's see how many you get." I should not have done that. Okay.
How many do I get?
Do you want me to go with the roll or try and figure out something more fair?
Is it fair in her favor or not?
It's not really. No.
Okay.
It's the same for now. It's just gonna.
No.
this will fetch a fine price. 2 kings.
She'll give you 4. All right, and 1 bag of king sage is 1 effect. So,
Okay.
Mac, as soon as you take the bag of king sage, you feel a presence approach behind you, and it's not a threatening one. It's kind of warm and welcoming. You hear a familiar old voice from behind you and goes, "Oh dear child!" And you turn around and the orc shaman Tasrel is looking at you, and he's giving you this look like, "Listen to me," and he goes, "The wound on the back of your head looks so battered and bruised, it's gotten worse. Come with me and we'll get some herbs for it."
Okay.
I believe you.
I want to stealthily follow behind where they can't see me. I want to see where they're going.
Roll, make a stealth check for me. Let me see what his pass is.
Those are all 1. What is it?
It's an 8.
Alright, yeah, no, they absolutely notice you.
I still follow.
You're saying that out loud.
Yeah, I'm like trolling fire.
Mac, you are brought into the shaman's tent.
Okay.
And it's a pretty cozy little space. The tent walls are thick, and the room is very dark, and the main sources of light are coming from his little workstation with different alchemy reagents being poured into different vials, and a few candles he has lit around. So it's just you and him in this room right now. I just want to ask you a simple question, and I beg of you to just please be honest.
Okay.
How did Gigug die?
On Tigak said.
Oh my god.
He is like mortified.
I went to go charge the Cyclops, and, well, he didn't take my head off of my body, he took my body away from my head.
Make a performance check and try to not make him really upset.
Is that
7? Oh, I thought it was a 1. Oh shit. Jesus Christ. He's like a 7. It's a fucking sock
okay.
puppet.
He stuck his hand through the gourd and just kind of... He goes, "Please put the head away."
Okay.
Actually, no, give it to me.
Giggo sacrificed his life for me.
But he's my son.
Oh,
And a father has a right to see his child.
you don't have to.
I'll give you the head back if you can assist me and my friends in getting this potion that I'm sure you've heard about that you're supposed to be giving us anyway.
He goes, "My boy, why did you think I called you in here?"
Oh, okay.
You hand him the head, and he looks at it, And he kind of just stares at it for a long time, like Hamlet with the skull.
Yeah.
And he's just kind of holding it in his hands.
Been about a day. He's
It's rank.
He's a little right. Yeah.
It's actually been closer to about 2 days, so it's rough.
I imagine it still looks like him.
There's like a worm popping out of it. His eyes kind of become a little bit misty, and his lip quivers a little bit as he just goes, "My boy, I wanted so much better for you."
He fought valiantly.
Did he?
Yes, briefly.
He registers your comment, and he just kind of has like a smile that gives him confidence, and he says, sort of takes a deep breath and tries to put aside his blinding pain for now, and he says, "I think that Slapdud is an idiot, but I can't directly disobey my chief's orders. However," and he starts walking over toward the side of the room, he goes, "that doesn't mean that I can't assist you with his orders." And he kneels down, and he takes a little key out of his pocket, and he sticks it into a wooden chest. He rotates it all the way to the right, and you hear a little click. It pops off the latch, lifts the top of the trunk up. He reaches in, and you see his whole body kind of like strain as he begins to lift out this finely crafted great axe. And comes to you and says, "Noise," and holds it out to you and says, "This was to be his birthday present."
Oh.
I'm honored.
You take it from him, and he goes,
offering it to you.
"No, isn't it cool?" Puts it back in the chest.
Exactly.
Walks it.
Isn't it cool?
I guess I'll keep it for myself.
I know, it's dope as shit, right? Anyway.
So I gotta do axe.
Sweet, one more axe for Telstrel.
I just brought out to say this. I need to ask you a question.
Pretty good, right? It does 2d12 plus 5.
Holy fucking shit.
And it's a plus 9 to hit.
God fucking damn it. Jesus Christ.
Be very careful with it, and make sure that my boy is avenged. And when you get back, no matter what Slapdud says, the herbs will be ready.
You caught on me.
Francis, you slowly begin to force yourself awake. It feels like you're kind of coming out of sleep paralysis a little bit, but you don't feel like you just got the shit beaten out of you. You feel completely fine. There is blood from your nose all the way down to your chest, but your nose is not damaged in any way, shape, or form. Your entire body feels pretty good. In fact, like you've basically you've rested for an entire year. And then your bone, the only thing that sucks is that you're a little stiff. As you slowly kind of get up, your bones sort of pop a little bit as you kind of like try to pull yourself up. And there's an orc with a broom next to you kind of like sweeping, and he goes, "Zombie!" Ah! And like runs off the other direction.
Gonna stand up. I feel so much stronger now.
Like I can kick some ass.
Where's the shaman?
He disappeared with Mac in that tent over there.
I wander towards the tent.
As you wander towards it, you see Mac exiting, wielding a really finely crafted great axe.
I'll walk in the tent.
Okay. You go inside the tent. You see the shaman locking the chest back. I don't have any cures for bringing the dead back, so don't look at me.
Before we embark on this second required mission, I'm assuming, how much longer do you have on your potion for us? Is this even going to happen when we get back, or are we going out again?
If I get to work on it now, which I've already got everything prepared, I just have to begin the process. It'll probably be done by the time you descend them out. Wherever it may be, it'll be close to being done. What's up?
I cast suggestion. I in one or two sentences I can speak out. He has to do his best to follow exactly what I'm saying to do.
Okay.
It's a wisdom save. I'm using divination. He rolled a 6, so he failed.
Okay.
Unless he's got a +9 on his wisdom saves or wisdom check. I mean,
He has a high plus, but not +9.
okay, so he failed. As you know, we are your best friends in the entire world. And I think you should gather all your materials and start the preparation with us as you follow us out of the camp. But do it sneakily so no one else sees you following us, and meet up with us down the road a little ways.
Well, you are my best friends, so I feel like that's fair. So he goes over and begins tying his stuff together.
Don't forget anything. You need to make sure you have everything you need to make the components you need on the way. I'm more worried about him getting out and following us. I mean, he leaves the camp fairly often, I'm assuming, to gather materials or shit like that.
No, he has people bring it to him.
What time did you say? What did you say? It was nighttime?
It's getting close.
Okay. So we need to make sure we get you out of here before they see us. They're going to be suspicious of us. As you know, they're not too fond of me.
Right.
Even not nearly as fond as you are of me, of course.
Right, of course. You're my best friend.
Yeah. So we need to get you out of here. Do you have any ideas? Will they be suspicious of you leaving the compound?
They would be, because I'm commanded just to stay near my tent, and if any comings and goings of me has to be reported to Slapdud himself. But you're my best friend, so you're clearly an intelligent individual, so I'm sure you can think of something.
Call the others in here.
My friends!
Everyone, secret meeting in the tent.
Y'all come so.
What is going on?
Our best friend here is going to...
Hi.
We have to get him
Good to see you. Good to see you again.
I mean, he is just as much of a prisoner here as we are, so we have to get him out of here without the other orcs notice.
I said we just run out.
That's what this is for.
Run.
Well, we can walk out.
Yeah.
We can just leave. We can get him out.
If we make a circle around him and all walk, what he kind of
Like Assassin's Creed.
Does the river go?
Just stick him in the sack. Anybody got a sack?
I have a sack.
You have a net, but you can see through
It's
it.
a sack like that.
Yeah, but
It's a sack like that.
Can we just get a sack and walk out of the camp with him? in the
Yeah,
sack?
does he have a sack?
Do you have a sack?
He doesn't have a human-sized sack.
Can we put him in the trunk?
Size.
But you guys, yeah, I'm about to say, you guys are forgetting he does have a wooden chest.
We can put him in the chest.
Just go put him.
you know how to disguise self?
Now we have to. We do have. I only have a scroll of. We use it once. It's gone.
Well, it's not be worth it.
Well, where I can wait until I can afford it and just add to my scroll list forever. That's where so I could use it for that, but then it's gone.
We should put him in the chest.
We just have to find with a reason why we're walking out here with a chest.
It's our supplies.
Yeah, we'll just say the blacksmith gave it
Is
to
it
us.
a housing chest?
Yes, that's
Just a regular wooden chest.
It's not fancy. No.
All right, in the chest.
It's provisions.
Yeah, provisions. Okay, I'm down with that.
He goes, well, you are my best friends. You know what? I trust you.
Get in the chest.
He just casually walks.
We're gonna rescue you. We're gonna get you out of here. Don't worry about it.
I trust you, best friend.
I want to do the you know.
Yeah, you guys do like the hand, the hand. Then I can double that time. He walks over, just jauntily walks over to the chest, opens it up, throws his little bag in there, and inside is Gigut's head. And he just sort of climbs in.
Is there anything else you need before we leave? We have to make sure we have everything. We may not be able to come back.
The only thing I need is the guarantee of your safety. I have everything else.
The only thing I need is your love.
Then we're covered. Run. And then you slam the chest.
Let's go.
Fucking get out of here.
Yeah, let's just walk out. Like
Wait,
I said.
before we leave this tent, what do we do if the guards want to check the chest?
It's provisions. We just left the blacksmith with provisions.
But what if they want to look inside?
Then we need to sell it.
Am I able to use my level 3 abilities now?
Yeah.
Alright, so I want to go ahead and cast my echo. So there's
Like a
it's like a translucent, it's like a shade version of me. Like,
Carry the other side of the chest.
yeah, carry it.
so this is good.
I want to send out my familiar out the tent and just look around the wall to see if there's another way out of there other than the main gate.
Okay. So go ahead and make a perception check for me for your familiar, or for, what was his name?
Milo.
Milo.
So that's going to be a 10 on perception.
Okay, that'll still do it. Your owl flies out of the tent, and the orcs just see it and they go, ha, Tashrul's committed another miracle. Owl kind of does like an overhead of the camp. Milo kind of looks around for any weaknesses. He doesn't really see any other exit except for the main entrance, with the exception of the babbling brook underneath the bridge. But it's difficult to tell where it ends up.
I want to just go up to the gate. I don't want to risk killing or losing this guy.
Right.
Or his stuff.
How many guards are at the gate? I'm looking.
Just two.
Just two.
Just two. One
Stay
on
on.
each side.
Good. Yeah, that's possible too. Charm person would just get us through. So we either walk up and try to walk through it. If we have opposition, charm them. Cause a distraction, use pass out trace, and just walk through the gate. That's option 2. Yeah, just act like you know what you're doing. No one asks any questions.
So me and my echo
Carry it.
are gonna carry it.
Let's go.
So
let's go.
You guys all emerge. Tasril is staying very cool and complacent in the chest. He is not shuffling around or making noise. He's not like he's not talking through, but he's just hanging out. You guys each sequentially walk through the gate. The two orc guards, they are muscular. They're wearing half plate armor. They are standing at the ready, both with hands over their swords.
Nod at the guard.
You nod at them, and they nod back. And in fact, they nod at all you guys as you leave. As you all exit, you feel pretty good about yourself until you hear, "Hey!" And then you slowly turn around, and both the guards are looking at you, and one slowly approaches and goes, "Kill the Cyclops for me."
For you specifically.
For me specifically, brother!
How about you join us on our quest?
I have to stay in my post. I ain't fighting that shit. I'm not a fucking idiot. I'm gonna say
Okay, priorities. You're no coward.
Yeah,
Priorities. I
priorities.
understand completely.
brother.
You can try to persuade him. I mean,
Let's just leave.
if he dies, though.
We have the shaman still, so.
Alright, let's get out of here.
So you guys go ahead and leave, and
We're not coming back to this place, ever.
There's no reason to.
Yeah, I know.
anymore.
We're not coming back.
This is the point.
you guys exit, and as you leave, the orc that talked to you goes back to the other one at the guard, and he goes, "I like those guys. They're cool."
They'll go fast before they find out.
No, just go calmly.
Oh, yeah, what's for the woods?
Walk normal. Let's just, so we're out of eyesight. And then let's just move a different direction entirely.
Wait, now we can just go to
Literally anywhere else. It's
the,
not here.
where we're trying to go, the tower or the college or whatever it is.
The college. I think we just head to really any town that's not here.
Alright, let's go up to town.
You've been listening to Everlight Kingdom. Game mastered by JT Fondren. Music by Travis Savoy. Theme song by Adam Blotner. Sound effects and atmosphere from Serinscape. Special thanks to our amazing players. And a big thank you to our listeners for joining us on this adventure. Don't forget to subscribe to Everlight Kingdom and leave us a review. And check out altaloom.com for more RPG podcasts and stories.
Altaloom.com. Adventures too big for the table.